Hi there, it's Breno, and guys, welcome to my channel. And today I have a very interesting thing to tell you. Have you ever wondered how you could ask for and give advice in English? So today I'll teach you two expressions, should and why don't you. They both help you give and ask for advice. Okay, let's start with should. Well guys, should is a modal verb, okay, so it's a different verb and it has some particular rules. The first one is, you cannot conjugate should, so it has the same form for all subject pronouns. So you can say, I should, you should, he should, she should, it should, we should, you should, and they should. That's nice, isn't it? Another thing that I gotta tell you is that you cannot use the word to after should because it's a modal verb. So it's wrong to say you should go to the mall. This word to cannot be applied in this sentence. You have to take it away. You have to say you should go to the mall. Okay? So guys, these are the two tips that I can give you to help you use should better. Okay? Now that you know, then let's dive into the uses of should. So as I was telling you at the beginning of the video, should can be used to give some advice or suggestions, okay? And here it basically means to suggest. So you can say, you should take a shower. So maybe you have a son who is smelling and you don't want him to come across that way. So you can say, you should take a shower. And again, it basically means I suggest that you take a shower. Other examples, you should go to the party. So I suggest that you go to the party. And you can use other subjects. You can say, she should help her brother to do his homework. Or she should do some exercises. So maybe you have a friend who is lazy and couch potato, so you can advise them to do some exercises by using should. You can also use the subject he. You can say, he should get some rest, he should take some vitamin D. And if you're wondering if you can use should in the negative, the answer is yes. You just have to add the word not after should. Okay, so should becomes should not. And as you know, in English we like to contract our words. So should not becomes shouldn't. Okay, so let me give you some examples. You shouldn't treat her so badly. Okay, so let's say that you have a friend who treats someone badly. So you can advise him not to do that by saying, you shouldn't treat her so badly. Other examples can be, you shouldn't drink and drive. Or you can use other subjects as well. You can say, he shouldn't go to bed so late. Or he shouldn't stay up so late. Alright guys, that's how you use should to give suggestions and advice. But how can you use it to ask for advice and suggestion? Well, it's simple. You have to use a question. And in English, when you want to ask questions, you have to bring your auxiliary to the beginning of the sentence. So if you have a sentence like this, I should buy a new t-shirt. If you want to turn it into a question, you have to bring the verb, the modal, should, to the beginning, before the subject. You can say, should I buy a new t-shirt? Okay? And here, as I was saying, you are asking for advice. Other examples can be, should I go to that party? Should I paint the house? So let's assume that your house is old and in need of some renovation. So you can talk to your spouse about it and you can suggest painting the house. So you can use this question. Should I paint the house? Let me give you a few more examples. Should I take some medicines? So if you're sick, this question can be very useful. Should I buy a new car? Should I sell the house? Okay guys, so these are some of the examples that you can use to ask for advice and suggestions in English. Going ahead, in the beginning I said that I would talk about two expressions, should and why don't you. We've already talked about should, so now it's time to discuss why don't you. And why don't you is just as simple, okay? It has the same meaning. It means to suggest. The first example is, why don't you take some medicines? Okay, this sentence means you should take some medicines, or I suggest that you take some medicines. Okay, let me give you some more examples. Why don't you come over for dinner? Okay, to come over here means to come to somebody's house, okay? But it's more natural, okay? So, why don't you come over for dinner? Why don't you come to my house for dinner? Okay? Why don't you relax a little bit? So, this is a nice phrase to be using when you see a friend getting tired, you know, because of work or because of studies. Okay? If you see a friend sick, you can say, why don't you go to the doctor? Or, why don't you get some rest? We can also use other subjects like we. You can say, why don't we visit our grandparents? Or, why don't we buy a new car? Alright guys, so that's all for today, you know. And I hope you have liked this video, okay? Please give it a like and share it with your friends, okay? That way you help my channel grow. And please follow us on Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description, okay? There I'll be posting some nice lessons from Monday to Friday, okay? So that's all I had to tell you. Bye bye.